Welcome to the Venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. Just about halfway through the season and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Toledo's offense will get the ball first. And here comes John Allen Richter. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Left side is Bond. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it himself. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Burrowing for yardage. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Got some green grass. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown Rockets. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for this squad. Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Hands it off. Got enough for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat on hat to go get that first.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Holmes. Right side, it's Birch. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That's an awesome job by the defense there, sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled, and they knocked it away.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun, it's Shelton. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. On the option. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on down. Looking for room, it's Shelton. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Offense lining up quickly.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
First down, 10 yards to go.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
3rd and long coming up. Back to throw, it's Holmes. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Crosses the 45. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical 3rd down, pitch and catch explosive play for the offense.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Pulls it on the option. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Dropping back, it's Holmes. Out wide right, it's Birch. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
There's a crease at the 30. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hauls it in.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
2nd down, going to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And he gets rid of it.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't it?
And now this offense will take the field again. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. In traffic, it's Andrews.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Toledo. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. All over him immediately.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires one high and deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They field this one in tight quarters. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll pitch it. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Back to throw. It's right. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him this time. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout called by the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's right. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 20. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Line getting set on second down. Selling the fake. Out wide left, it's Morrow. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Looking for the edge. Pulls it on the option. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Third and long right here. Back to throw, it's right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. They didn't give him much. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The run inside. It's Birch. Just smothered on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively.
He wants to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Makes the catch. It's Andrews. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Keeps it, looking for room. To the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Holmes. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's caught. Out.
Touchdown. Number 25.
They'll line up to go for 2. Pulls it. Now the pitch. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he makes it a 3-possession game. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Play action on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it on second down. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they got him. A sack denied. Motion from the wideout. Pulls it, fired complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Holmes. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Left side, it's Birch. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Looking for a big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And no one is going to. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Sells the run, looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10.
27 on the play. That's a first down.
Off play action. On the move. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Makes the pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Fires into the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And this is always the time.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Going for 6. Bounce. The end zone for 8.
Touchdown. Number 3. Hauls it in the end zone.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? It's complete on the right side. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
The Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right side, it's Crosby. There he goes. Past the 20. Oh, what a cut. He stopped just short of the goal line. Sets his feet. It's Holmes. They're all over him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Flip it out to the back of the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20.
And as a defensive line.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Hits inside, it's Birch. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Out wide left, it's Shelton. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short. First down, he'll keep it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. They want to get this defense on its heels.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been...
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch.